Everyone has their favorites. That's why any debate over what makes the best movie of all time can take hours, or in our case, a lifetime. Can there ever be one list to rule them all? As critics like to call it, a canon updated with today's game changers that would glance upon all tastes, genres, countries, eras, balancing impact with importance, brains with heart? The challenge was daunting. We just couldn't resist. To enjoy the time and have some new experience of life, we have the list of our top 10 greatest classic movies that you should watch today. Number 10. Bicycle Thieves, 1948. The neo-realist masterpiece of Vittorio De Sica is set in a world where owning a bicycle is the key to working, but it could just as easily be set in a world where the lack of a car, affordable childcare, a home, or social security number are insurmountable barriers in the never-ending struggle to put food on the table. That's what makes it both a post-war Italian picture and a modern-day, anywhere-at-all film. That is what makes it such a significant and enduring work of humanist film. From Ken Loach to Kelly Reichardt, you can sense it in practically any social drama you can think of. Number 9. Goodfellas, 1990. Martin Scorsese's gangster masterwork is a gloriously executed epitaph to boyhood heroes who turn out to have a feat of clay and blood-soaked hands 3 decades later, and it's still a blast of pure cinematic adrenaline. The 300 F-bombs, the iconic Copacabana oneer, the umpteen needle-drop moments, Billy Batts' death, Joe Pesci's shirt collars, and so on. But if there's one reason why it's a favorite with everyone from hardcore cineastas to professional footballers, that and Scarface. It's undoubtedly Ray Liotta's anti-hero Henry Hill's arc. In 150 breathless minutes, he goes from starry-eyed kid to wannabe mobster to hard-bitten wise guy to coked-up paranoid. It's uncommon that moral corruption is so appealing. Number 8. There Will Be Blood, 2007. Paul Thomas Anderson evolved from a Scorsean chronicler of debauched LA life to a hard-nosed investigator of the American confidence man on his way to becoming the most significant director of the last 20 years. There Will Be Blood, an epic about a certain type of hustler, the oil mogul and prospector, was a turning moment. In the end, Daniel Plainsview is an ultra-scary Daniel Day-Lewis who will drink your milkshake. Anderson's sorrowful epic, scored by Johnny Greenwood of Radiohead, who is already establishing himself as a famous musician, is a genuine heir to Chinatown's bone-deep pessimism. Number 7. Seven Samurai, 1954. It's the most enjoyable 207 minutes of cinema you'll ever watch. Akira Kurosawa creates a wonderfully drawn epic by turns engrossing, hilarious, and exhilarating. On the most basic of frameworks, an impoverished farming village pools its money to pay samurai to guard them against the ruthless bandits who steal their produce. Of course, the action parts are thrilling. The last showdown in the rain is particularly memorable. But this is primarily a study of human strengths and weaknesses. Toshiro Mifune is fantastic as the half-crazed, self-styled samurai. But Takashi Shimura's Yoda-like leader is the emotional heart of the film. Number 6. La Dolce Vita, 1960. Federico Fellini's huge box office hit made during Italy's golden years came to define hot splendor in celebrity culture for the entire planet. Marcello Mastroianni, who plays a gossip journalist caught up in the frantic, unrestrained world of Roman nightlife, became famous due to the film. Ironically, many spectators appear to have overlooked the film's representation of this milieu as vacuous and soul-corrodingly hedonistic. Maybe it's because Fellini films everything with such cinematic vigor and wit that it's difficult not to be caught up in the madness on screen. This film is responsible for so much of our current understanding of celebrity, it even gave us the term paparazzi. Number 5. Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981. Raiders of the Lost Ark celebrates what movies can accomplish more enthusiastically than any other picture, beginning with a dissolve from the Paramount logo and ending in a warehouse inspired by Citizen Kane. Steven Spielberg's most fun blockbuster has it all. Rolling boulders, a barroom brawl, a fiery heroine, Karen Allen, who can hold her liquor and lose her temper, a treacherous monkey, a champagne-drinking villain, Paul Freeman, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Cinema's greatest truck chase, and a brainstorming supernatural finale where heads bob up and down. It's all topped off by Harrison Ford's flawless portrayal of Indiana Jones, a reluctant but resourceful hero. In a nutshell, it's filmic perfection. Number 4. Jeanne Dielman, 23. Quai du Commerce, 1080 Bruxelles, 1975. Long regarded as a feminist masterpiece, Chantal Akerman's softly destructive picture of a widow's daily routine, her tasks gradually giving way to a sense of pent-up frustration, deserves to be included on any all-time list. This isn't just a niche picture, it's a window into a universal problem, depicted in a robust, structuralist approach. Akerman's unbroken takes are more mesmerizing than you might think, turning basic tasks like dredging veal or scrubbing the bathroom into subtle critiques of filmmaking itself. Akerman and actress Delphine Seyrig lull us into her habit, creating an incredible sense of symphony rarely seen in other films. Jeanne dielman exemplifies an absolute dedication to a woman's life, minute by minute. There's even a twist at the end. Number 3. Citizen Kane, 1941. Citizen Kane is back in the news because of David Fincher's brilliantly sardonic making of drama, Mank. And it never fails to enthrall a new generation of moviegoers. For newcomers, the trajectory of its bulldozer of a protagonist, Orson Welles, actor-director wonderkind, from rejected youngster to thrusting entrepreneur to press baron to populist, feels familiar. You may soak up the film's groundbreaking methods, such as Greg Tollin's deep-focus photography, as well as the staging's boundless self-confidence, and its examination of American capitalism. But it's also just a great story that doesn't require you to be a seasoned moviegoer to enjoy. Number 2. The Godfather, 1972. All crime dynasties that came after The Godfather are descendants of the Corleones. Francis Ford Coppola's magnum opus is the ultimate patriarch of the mafia genre, from the wise guy of Goodfellas to The Sopranos. The operatic Mario Puzo adaptation kicks off with a monumental opening sentence, "I believe in America," before Coppola's epic transforms into a terrifying breakdown of the American dream. The story follows a powerful immigrant family as they grapple with the contradictory principles of reign and religion. These moral conflicts are distilled in a legendary baptism episode, which is beautifully edited alongside the murdering of 4 rivaling dons. Thanks to several memorable aspects, The Godfather's authority lives on, such as a horse's severed head, Marlon Brando's wheezy voice, and Nino Rota's infectious waltz. Number 1. 2001: A Space Odyssey, 1968. The confluence of 2 brilliant minds, Stanley Kubrick and sci-fi visionary Arthur C. Clarke, resulted in the finest film ever made. When the names of Isaac Asimov, Robert A. Heinlein, and Ray Bradbury were mentioned as prospective writers for Kubrick's planned sci-fi epic, Kubrick remarked, "I understand he's a nut who lives on a tree in India somewhere." Clarke resided in Ceylon, yet the two met, clicked, and fashioned a story of technological progress and tragedy rooted in humanity. In all its brilliance, weakness, courage, and insane ambition, it was adopted as a pet movie by stoners amazed by its eye-candy Stargate sequence and pioneering visuals. 2001 might have drifted into obscurity if it hadn't been for them, but it's hard to believe it would have stayed there. More than 50 years later, Kubrick's terrifyingly clinical vision of the future, AI and all, still feels prescient. The popcorn's been popped, the sweatpants are on, and the evening is your oyster. The next challenge, figuring out exactly which of the great movies available to you, is the one you're going to commit to tonight. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Can you think of more great classic movies you've watched before? Please share it in the comments below. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel, District 10 TV, for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.